Tonight, our special coverage as South Africa plans to take the US and the UK to civil courts for their complicity in Israeli war crimes. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Aisha Ashraf. Today is the 101st day since Israel started its indiscriminate war against Palestinians. In the last 24 hours, Israel has intensified its air and ground attacks in Gaza. During this period, 132 Palestinians have been killed. According to the Palestine Media Office, civilians, even in supposed safe zones, are now facing grave danger. A home in Rafah's northern part has been destroyed in an airstrike, killing 12 members of an entire family. In southern Khan Yunis, 7 more people, including 5 family members, lost their lives as their shelter was targeted. UN agencies are urgently calling for faster and safer aid access to Gaza to further prevent the spread of famine and disease. At the time of writing, the Palestinian death toll stands at 24,100. Israel's revised death toll is 1,139. 186 Israeli soldiers have died since the onset of war. U.S. officials are condemning missile attacks by Iran's military targeting 2 locations in the Middle East. They're describing the strikes as reckless and imprecise. The news comes after Iranian officials have confirmed launching missiles in Iraq and Syria. A commander in Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps says 4 missiles have been fired at ISIS-affiliated groups in Idlib, Syria. He says 11 other missiles have been launched towards what is being referred to as the Zionist headquarters in the Kurdistan region of Iraq. Explosions were reported in at least 2 areas in Iraq, including near the U.S. consulate in Erbil. However, Iranian officials did not specifically name the U.S. as a target. U.S. officials have confirmed that no U.S. personnel or facilities have been targeted. 4 casualties have been reported in Iraq. The strikes are said to be a response to a terrorist attack in Kerman, Iran, on the anniversary of General Qasem Soleimani's death. The attack was claimed by ISIS. The spokesperson for the Islamic Republic Foreign Ministry says the rocket attacks are part of Iran's response to those threatening national security. In reaction to the missile strikes, the Iraqi government has recalled its ambassador in Iran for consultations. Israel has not commented on the strikes. Britain's Defense Secretary Grant Shapps has issued a warning against the permanent closure of the Red Sea to commercial shipping. He says the UK is ready to take further military action against Houthi rebels in Yemen if necessary. Recently, both the US and the UK launched airstrikes against Houthis to prevent attacks on commercial vessels. Shapps says UK defense will be monitoring Iran-Houthi connections, tracking shipments, and gathering intelligence to safeguard major waterways and shipping lanes. He is also calling for increased financial support for the military. Shapps has urged NATO members to allocate at least 2% of their GDP to defense. Houthis say their attacks are a response to Israel's indiscriminate war in Palestine. The militant group says they are targeting the ships because they are linked with Israel. South African lawyers are gearing up for a legal action against the governments of the United States and the United Kingdom. They're alleging their complicity in Israeli war crimes against Palestinians. A coalition of approximately 50 lawyers is collaborating with legal counterparts in the US and UK to bring the case before civil courts. The group is led by South African attorney Wilkes van Rensburg. Speaking to Turkish media, Van Rensburg emphasized the need to hold the United States accountable for alleged crimes. He says his initiative has garnered significant support from legal colleagues. He says many lawyers, including Muslims, are joining the lawsuit out of a sense of duty to the cause. Van Rensburg is closely monitoring developments in South Africa's genocide filing against Israel at the International Court of Justice. He has been corresponding with the World Court and various states, urging the prosecution of those implicated in crimes against Palestinians. Van Rensburg believes the U.S. can face legal consequences for its complicity in war crimes. He says Washington's provision of military aid to Israel is a strong basis for accountability. The South African legal team notified both the US and UK governments last week of their intent to initiate legal proceedings. Israel's war in Palestine has entered its 4th month, resulting in a significant death toll. In related news, South Africa's genocide case against Israel has shed light on the alarming psychological trauma of Palestinian children in Gaza. The petition submitted to the International Court of Justice states that the incessant bombardments and lack of safe spaces have led to severe mental disorders in numerous Palestinian children. Palestinian children are experiencing problems such as bedwetting, nudism, self harm, and suicidal thoughts. Even before the recent attacks, the Palestinian population in the Gaza Strip suffered significant trauma from previous attacks. Before the onset of Israel's ongoing war, 80% of children had been suffering from emotional problems. The recent ongoing bombings, displacement, and casualties have likely exacerbated these issues. The children who have lost one or both parents or are the sole survivors of families are in the worst condition. More than 100,000 cases of acute watery diarrhea in children have been recorded, indicating a catastrophic health situation in the besieged enclave. Palestinian karate champion Nahum Abu Samra has passed away this past Sunday. Her death comes nearly a month after sustaining critical injuries in an Israeli missile strike. The attack occurred on December 17th. The incident caused amputation in her leg while her sister was killed. Abu Samra was not able to get specialized medical treatment in Egypt as Israeli forces denied her permission to cross the border. Her father says he is devastated at the loss of his daughter. He says Abu Samra wanted to inspire young girls in karate, but her dreams were shattered by the missile. Her father is pleading for international support amid the deteriorating healthcare situation in Gaza. Nagham's death on the 100th day of the war has sparked criticism for the lack of assistance. The incident follows the killing of other prominent Palestinian sports figures, including Hani al-Masdar, a coach for the Palestinian Olympic football team. Pakistan's former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif has officially kicked off his party's election campaign in the Punjab province. This comes after the Supreme Court's recent decision to lift a lifetime ban on politicians with convictions from running for public office. The ruling paves the way for Sharif to seek a fourth term as Prime Minister. Sharif's party, the Pakistan Muslim League, held a rally in Okara, Punjab, a week after the court's decision. Analysts predict that with curbs on the main rival party, Pakistan Muslim League is likely to win a substantial number of parliamentary seats. The opposition party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, is led by former premier and cricketer Imran Khan. Khan and most members of his party have been disqualified from the election due to their convictions. Thank you for watching. Our news is produced by Muslim Network TV, which is a not-for-profit organization. We need your support for donations. Please scan the QR code on our broadcast or visit muslimnetwork.tv to donate now, so we can continue to amplify the voices of Muslims in Canada and abroad.